All right, boys, we got Suga on the pod today. Fight week next week. Before we get into it, if you guys have not tried out the Prize Picks app, you guys got to download it, especially for this fight. We actually have a Nelk Boys community play. We did this with our boys at Full Send MMA OG. We're feeling super, super good about this pick. So make sure you guys download the app and tail us on this pick. We're all going to be watching the fight. We're obviously going to be there in person supporting Suga. We'll be posting that real soon. Look out for that on the app. Let's all fucking ride that shit together. Also, if you guys have never downloaded the Prize Picks app, you guys got to download it and plug in code NELK. If you use that code and put in $5, you're going to get $50 for free with that code. No strings attached. Prize Picks is available in 40 different states, including California and Texas. NHL playoffs is on. NBA playoffs is on. There's literally no better time to download the Prize Picks app and try it for the first time. Download the Prize Picks app, the best app to fire in sports on the game. Use code NELK. Let's get into the pod. All right, we're back. Another Full Send podcast. We're at the Red Hawk Academy in, Pierre? How do you say it? Peoria,
West
Arizona.
Yep.
Our boy Suga Sean, longtime friend. Fight week next week.
Yup.
How we feeling?
Feeling good. Another fight week. When will this air? This probably air
I think we're going to flip it tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, we
Big business.
head out to New Jersey soon. Pumped to fight in New Jersey. It's where the whole I handed Marab my coat that happened. Like Aljo and Henry fought at the Prudential Center. I was there to see who I was going to fight. So it's kind of full circle.
We haven't seen each other since we were saying, when was Prize Picks?
I think it was November. Yeah, it's been a minute. Fuck, we just been locked away. Peoria. Haven't fucking traveled. Haven't done much. Just been here training, getting ready. Cause I had surgery right after the fight. Recovered from that, and then basically I knew, like, I wanted to get back. I didn't know I was gonna get a rematch right away. I wanted the rematch, but I didn't know what was gonna be next. But I wanted to just get back from surgery to training and book something fast. So I've just been training.
You've been saying on the internet, like, a lot of lifestyle changes and shit. When did that, like, completely switch?
I did mushrooms on Christmas. And that
Christmas Day?
Yeah, I don't know, Christmas Eve. Yeah, I don't know. I was that probably was like, all right, I need a.
Did you, like, trip or just, like, microdose?
I did like 1.5 grams, I think, and it was like a perfect. I don't like losing myself.
Yeah.
But I also like, I definitely couldn't have had like a conversation at certain points. Like I was like these my buddies walked because I was supposed to go to Tim's that night. They were having a Christmas Eve party. All the boys were over there, and I was going through some personal stuff. You know, I'm like, I just felt it. Like sometimes you just feel like I'm like, tonight's a perfect night. I'm gonna take some mushrooms. Took some mushrooms. I have a bunch of trees on my property. Went and sat outside. Went and like hugged a tree. Sat there barefoot in the ground, or on the ground, and the craziest sunset. Even if you weren't, Tim was tripping about the sunset, and he wasn't even tripping. And I was looking at the sunset at my house because we're neighbors. But I could hear all the boys talking and laughing, and I was supposed to be there. And I was sitting in my chair looking at the clouds, and the boys come over. War and Sona came over to check on me because I was supposed to be over there. And like they came over, and I could not talk. I was just like, I just felt like my tongue was fat. Like I'm tripping. Like so, I was gone a little bit, but yeah, I was like, felt like I just need to make some changes in my life, just get rid of some distractions.
What all did you give up?
Haven't jerked the old turkey. Haven't been on social media. I haven't smoked. Haven't drank.
No gaming?
Haven't gamed. I haven't been gaming for a long time. But
What's the hardest to give up?
none of it was.
It was easy?
It was all easy. If I don't crave any of it. Like I'll probably smoke again, like especially at the fight, take a little puff, you know, enjoy, celebrate, crack a happy dad, maybe, you know. I was never like addicted, I felt like, to weed or alcohol by any means, so that wasn't like hard to quit. Social media was probably like, I guess I wouldn't say it's hard.
I mean, if you don't have to be on social media, like if you have someone that could do it for you, it's like, that's probably the easiest
it's game
thing ever.
changer.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I've
Sono
taken a
and
break
Garrett.
for like 5 days, and you feel so fucking good.
I was thinking about this yesterday. I went on a bike ride last night, and I just felt super grateful for. I sent a bunch of the guys in my corner just a message, like an audio message. I just felt super grateful for the team helping me get to where I've been. And I was thinking about how, like, when you take something, drugs, alcohol, whatever, like short-term side effects, long-term side effects, I feel like I'm getting long-term benefits from the social media detox now. Like I'm really like short term I felt like I was like, whoa, I feel really good. But now long term I'm feeling like I don't know if I just had a baby the other day too, so it's like
you're probably living in the moment way more.
Should got another baby, bro.
I'm a 6-day-old.
Congrats, bro.
That probably played a role in it. You know, going through an intense training camp that at 12 weeks, you know, just absolutely giving my entire soul to this training camp, you know, being towards the end of it and having a baby, being off socials, I just felt so fucking grateful. I was like feeling like that was I'm getting long-term benefits of this detox and feels really good.
Think about how much info too, like on social media, like you're scrolling.
Pointless
and you're
info
just
too.
downloading. You're like taking in shit that you don't even remember.
Yeah.
Right? But then if someone asked you like, yo, like what did this person do like last week? Where were they? You'd probably be able to tell me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But you're like downloading all this info that you don't even know you're storing. I feel like the brain wasn't meant to take in that much info.
Yeah, and I still watch YouTube. I'm not like, I feel like that's still like my guilty pleasure. It's like I still watch YouTube and I still enjoy making content. Like if we got to make a reel for like, we did a Happy Dad one the other day with the boys at the house I'm building, and it was fun. Like I enjoy that, but just not actually being on the social,
Just
looking at comments,
scrolling.
not doing any of that.
Because
It's been life changing.
we're used to seeing you do some trolling though before the fights.
Another thing, I just feel like that the second Cheeto rematch, there was like animosity. I really truly wanted to beat the fuck out of him. Like I felt like I really didn't like him at that time, and I had such a good performance. It felt so good. I was like, I'm gonna carry that into the Merab. Like I almost forced myself to not like Merab, but it wasn't like genuine. It was just like, so I felt like I forced that a little bit. And this camp, it's like I have nothing against Merab. I want to go out there and compete because I love to compete. I'm an athlete. I'm a high level performer. I want to go out there and put on a beautiful performance because I love this sport, not necessarily because I don't like Merab.
You think that hatred towards Cheeto made you fight different or act different?
No, not necessarily. I was like, oh, maybe that's why I had such a good performance, because I didn't like him a little bit because I wanted to hurt him. That wasn't the case. That's not why I performed good. I think I just performed good because I was in, you know, good shape, and it was at the end of the day, it was a 25-minute kickboxing match.
Right.
I could do that all day. Merab's is a different style. It's a completely different animal, and yeah, I have to. I'm gonna go in there with just as clear of a mind as I've ever had.
We haven't talked since then, but do you think or do you have any regrets about fighting in the sphere?
Not really. Like I tore my hip before the fight, 10 weeks before the fight. So the whole training camp I was dealing with that. It wasn't ideal. I didn't have the training camp I needed to have to beat a guy like Merab. Merab's not someone you could have a half-ass training camp with. I was very disciplined. I was dialed. I was not slacking anywhere that camp. That camp was good for what I was able to do. I wasn't able to grapple. I wasn't able to wrestle. So that threw me off, but I was still dialed, still focused, still ate, still, you know, did everything right. And you just can't do that with Merab. You have to be healthy. You got to go in there with 12 weeks of the right preparation. That's what we did this camp.
Could you feel his like cardio in there when you were fighting him? I know I've heard you say like you weren't. I mean, it didn't feel like that tough of a fight.
It was a tough fight. Obviously, it wasn't like a brutal. I limped out of there and couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
It was he's good at getting people in positions and kind of holding them there, punching, holding, and that's why he was considered like such a boring fighter for so long. The last fight he had with the Umar was fucking incredible. Crazy. It was a beautiful performance. I enjoyed watching it. But that was kind of the hate Merab had gotten coming up the ladder. Was that he just wasn't a fun fighter. He's definitely turning that around. He's showboating. He's doing his thing. But yeah, feeling like I almost finished him in the 5th round. Landed a couple good body shots. Had him running around in circles in the end of the 5th round. So I'm confident that I'm gonna be able to, you know, keep up with Merab, if not push the pace.
All right, boys, you guys have heard me talk about the MoonPay app before. I love the MoonPay app. I think it is by far the best crypto app in the game. What makes MoonPay the best is they literally power the entire world of crypto. Just like you go on the internet and buy anything with PayPal, MoonPay is now that for crypto. Like legit, every crypto app you're using or thinking of using, they use MoonPay. And you can use Venmo, credit card, literally every payment provider works on it. Pretty much MoonPay is like your passport to the entire crypto ecosystem. Once you have it, you could do anything. MoonPay is now partnered with Phantom, the go-to wallet for trading Solana. And now they're expanding fast with support for assets like Bitcoin, ETH, and so many others. Phantom has a sick design and it works lightning fast, so it's great for both new and old crypto users. And the new app makes it easy to discover all the Solana new apps, games, and trading platforms. And with MoonPay integrated, funding your Phantom wallet is just a few taps away. Take it from me, download the MoonPay app, the best crypto app in the game. Let's get back into the pod.
When you walked in there, because I think Tim talked about this recently, but when you walked in there and you saw the screen and shit, was it hard to get comfortable in the ring with all that extra noise?
Not really. It wasn't even extra like, you know what was weird about that fight? It was there was less noise. It was less of a it was like less of a UFC environment.
Yeah.
Because I think 50% of the tickets sold were to first-time UFC fans.
Yeah.
So like they were there to see the spectacle of the sphere, and it was a different environment. I don't think that played a role in my performance, or it was. I'm just saying it felt different. It was different in a sense. It was weird. I didn't feel like I was supposed to win that fight in a weird way. I said this on another podcast a long time ago. It was so weird. An owl has been like, I randomly got this owl tattoo on my chest. I had a shitty tattoo right here and I didn't like it. I told the tattoo, I'm like, cover it up. He's like, what do you want? It's like, I don't know what would be there. He's like some kind of bird. He's like, you fucking tell me. He put an owl here. And now it's like, ever since it was the Peter Yan, for the first Peter Yan fight, I sat outside, watched the sunset, and like this owl came and flew and laid on this, or was sitting on this wood thing by me, and I was like, what the fuck? I was so scared to look up what that meant, because I thought it was bad. Like, I'm like, what if that's bad?
I don't think I've ever seen an owl in my life.
Yeah, well, I looked it up.
Except for Harry Potter.
It was good luck.
You at 6 a.m. is like a fucking owl.
Actually, yeah. Okay.
That's the only owl I've seen, but yeah.
But owls have been coming in and out of my life in a weird way, and I moved out to this other house, and I have a bunch of owls that live in these trees around me, so I see them quite often. 10 days before the Marab fight, there was a dead owl in my driveway, and I was like, that can't be good. And I was like, I don't know, I didn't want to think about that, but and it sounds crazy, but I was like, fuck, I just didn't feel like I was supposed to win that fucking fight. But I almost kind of felt like a similar feeling the first Cheeto fight. It was a weird fight week feel. It's like, it felt weird. Like I wasn't supposed, but that first Cheeto fight led up to me getting the biggest, my title defense against Cheeto, the rematch. But yeah, I feel good. Feel good going into this one. Feel very mentally, I'm supposed to win this fucking fight.
Does the clip of Marab diving into the pond ever fuck with your head?
I've probably fucked with his head. He landed on it. Rob's, yeah, he's one of the smartest guys I've fought. I'd say that.
So you feel like it was kind of supposed to happen like this? Like life?
Sometimes it depends. That's where faith comes in. And I'm not necessarily a religious person, but if you could, I felt like it was supposed to happen. Everything's supposed to happen for a reason. It's a weird thing to say out loud. It's a
I believe
spiritual
in that, though. I believe
thing.
everything happens for a reason. And you don't learn lessons. You only learn lessons and change as a person when like something negative happens.
100%.
Right? It's about how you fucking.
You can't. There's a lot of opportunity for growth and struggle, and there's opportunity for growth, but that doesn't mean you're just gonna struggle and then you grow. You have to be able to turn that struggle into growth and do the right things. And I feel like I've been doing the right things, and all my relationships, all my, taking away the distractions, and I feel like I'm just doing everything right. And again, I could go out there, say I lose that fight. It's like my happiness is a skill, and I go out there, say I lose this next fight. Happiness is a skill. So it's not like that Monday comes around, it's like, all right, I have to be sad. It's like, dude, my life is so fucking I've been able to. I just have so much good people around me. Such a good. We've built such a good community around us. I'm like, life's good regardless.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
you guys got a good crew.
going into a fight with that mindset, being like, okay, when whatever happens, I'm okay with, is important for an athlete or any kind of entertainer to accept that whatever happens is gonna happen. I put in the work, and I feel like I've had that mindset kind of throughout my career. Like whatever happens allows me to be free in my performance.
Did you feel like you were kind of like a dark spot after the last fight? Or
Not
did it just
really.
kind of catch you like off guard because you were the champ, the man?
Not really. It sucked. Like surgeries suck. Going through surgery sucks because just not being able to train. Like I had surgery a couple weeks after the fight, and just like going through surgery sucks. Like just not being able to do what I do every day and train and release that kind of energy, and coming off a loss, and it was just like it was frustrating. But I was able to grow a lot from that, so it benefited me for sure.
What do you think would be the toughest thing for you to give up? Alcohol? 'Cause
Alcohol.
you don't really smoke that
What
much,
about
right?
pussy?
No, but how about
Well,
jerking?
that's impossible.
The one thing I could go sober for fucking 3 months. I don't like jerking is.
But I got a
That'd be a
main
tough
girl. I got
one.
my boo. I got my queen. That like, so it's not like I'm not busted. I'm
I
still.
think you're
But
happier.
even if you have a girl, it's tough to give up jerking. Would you agree, Steiny?
Yeah, for sure.
You're a big jerker. Like
You-
Steiny will
you-
have his girl over.
Okay, I'm
and
not a big jerker. I don't
you're-
know. What
you're a-
defines
You're a
that?
huge beater.
Yeah, I would say what defines a big jerker.
I'm stressed out.
If your
sure.
boo's at home and you're hiding in the bathroom hitting one off,
There-
you've done
there
that.
you go. There you
I
go.
have never done that.
It's fine.
You say you do that all the time.
I don't booze in my bathroom
No,
and rub
boo
one
in
out.
His girl.
Oh,
He's
one
saying
out?
if your girl's there and you sneak
I've done that a
while
couple
your
times.
girl's
You've,
in the
you've never
house.
done that?
No, I'm saying that would be considered a big jerker. Like that. Would
Okay,
be,
then I guess I fit the fucking criteria.
yeah. So giving that up. That was another thing. It's just like that chi, your energy. It's like just fucking watching porn, jerking off. It's like you never feel better. You never leave going, I'm the man. It's always like, fuck. Probably should have done that.
It's like a temporary stress reliever.
I think when you have a main chick, for sure, you shouldn't jerk. But sometimes if you're single, I think jerking's like, it saves you a
could
lot
be-
of time.
It could save you a lot of time. It could
Because
save you.
chasing pussy's way more waste of a time than jerking. Like sometimes I'm at home, I'm like, damn, I'd love to like bang a chick. Like I'm thinking of like texting her, telling her to come over.
you
and then
really
I
got
just
to
hit a
chase
jerk,
too.
and I'm like, bro, I just saved
Thank God I
fucking
didn't
4
do that.
hours,
I can't wait
potentially
to see.
money on dinner.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who you bring to the floor to his fight.
Oh,
He's notorious for flexing and bringing chicks sitting right behind. He does. He makes
Damn.
sure they're in their seats when he daps up Trump.
I brought 2 girls. One was my girl I was dating,
Yeah, we won't say the other one's name.
and then the
but
other, yeah. it's
Trump
just-
loves seeing that too.
Oh, he
you bringing a
probably
smoke
loves it.
show there?
Yeah.
He loves seeing that.
Yeah.
Dude, one of my favorite moments is I have a bunch of different vivid moments that I remember from rewatching fights. One of them was after the Aljo or during the Aljo fight. I threw the teep, fell on my butt. He got in on a shot. I had good defense, circled off the cage, and you can see you stand up, give a fist bump seconds before I fucking drop him. I love seeing that. The other one's Trump after the Cheeto fight. He goes, "That was fucking." I was like, "That was."
I think
sick."
Trump's going to be there, right?
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
Damn, that'd be sweet.
You would
Should
know. You would know better than anyone else.
Yeah,
I'll give you
so
that.
we got to bring another chick, though.
be. Hey, so yeah, Trump.
Maybe I'll let you slide with a +1.
Dude, I would
Because
love
I have
that.
a +1 to every UFC. Steiny's.
I got my one chair.
Maybe I'll give
But
you.
I got my name on my chair.
That's kind of sick.
That's sick.
The
I'll give you
Prudential
my
Center.
+1. You could bring a chick.
Okay.
You better get working on it.
I
We
will.
got 10 days, brother.
You don't ever
No,
notice.
9 days.
But besides those moments, you don't ever notice who's in the crowd or who's watching.
No, I do sometimes. I look around. I see. It's like being in the octagon is such a weird. It's something you can't explain. It's just like yeah. It's hard, you can't. There's not really words, or at least I don't know the words to be able to explain how it feels. You feel, I guess, vulnerable in a sense. You feel naked. You have a mouth guard in, like, especially this tight spandex I wear. Just tight span. It feels like you're in your underwear. You have mouth guard gloves. You feel naked in there.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Do you like when like big people come to the fights? and
Hell
shit, Or
yeah.
does that make you more like
I
when you
like
hear
that.
Trump's coming? Is that like making you more nervous, or you're like,
No, I'd prefer. You know, because in my head, I'm gonna go out there and put on an absolute masterful performance, and like Bieber there. The Bieber was another one when I fought Chris
Bieber
Martinez,
never goes.
the green-haired guy. Bieber was standing up the last 30 seconds, and I'm piecing this kid up, and Bieber standing there. That was fucking cool. That was cool.
Oh, you saw him while you were piecing him up?
No, just rewatching the fight. I was like, damn. But I did see. I remember seeing him in the audience.
So when you're in the octagon, are you just cutting everything out besides hearing your coaches?
I'm just trying to fucking just be in the moment. I usually have that mantra. Whatever mantra is going through my head, too sharp, too fast, too focused. Just like, ideally you're not thinking, but if you are, you're thinking of like something like that.
Is Tim not allowed to chirp Marab this fight? Because we could step in if we need to.
I mean, that's what we're hearing. No, you're not allowed to say his name. Tim's
What's the ruling on that? Can you?
I don't know the rule. I guess just from listening to the commentary, I guess it's illegal to. It's called excessive coaching if you say the other opponent's name. I don't know. I just let Tim does his own thing.
I feel like we could distract Marab. We gotta just try and sound like Tim.
I think he's in Miami right now. We should maybe try to get him out to swim week.
Marab's in Miami?
I think so.
That dude's a character. He's broke his toe supposedly.
Yeah. What do you make of that?
I mean,
I worry you at all about him pulling out or something?
That would suck. I don't think Marab would pull out. I'm not worried about Marab pulling himself out. Someone else pulling him out would be my thing. But Marab was going to show up. He's going to show up as good as ever. I think Marab, his last performance was his best performance. I think this is prime Marab. Like, I think this is we're going to get the best Marab.
If you guys didn't know, Shopify has been powering our merch business in fullsend.com literally since day one. Since we were shipping orders out of my garage, Shopify was literally there for us every step of the way. That's what I love so much about Shopify is no matter what size your business is, if you're just starting to when you have the most massive e-commerce business ever, Shopify is the best, hands down. I mean, Shopify is so big now, they power 10% of all e-commerce in the world. You don't gotta be a coder or a fucking website expert, and it's so easy to use. And the purple shop pay button, best converting pay button on the internet, no kidding. So if you're sitting on an idea, t-shirts, drop shipping, whatever business you want to start, don't wait. There's never gonna be a good time to start your business. Do it now and use Shopify. I got you guys on a sweet deal. $1 per month trial. So cheap. Just go to shopify.com/fullsend. Take advantage of that. Shopify.com/fullsend and take your business to the next level today. What happens in the division after this fight?
I go out there, beat Rob. I mean, trilogy is possible. That I think it comes down to what does UFC want, and the UFC's pretty good about what do the fans really want to see. Do they want to see me versus Peter 2? That's a huge rematch. I think that would be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, fights in the bantamweight.
That was my favorite fight I've ever been to.
Oh yeah, Abu Dhabi. You guys were out there. That was sick.
Insane, bro.
The Corey fight's up there. Marab trilogy's up there.
Yeah, Jan would be way bigger than Sandhagen.
It would be bigger. And that's what UFC wants to do is big fights. Like they're a business. They want to do big fights. So I don't know. It's so hard to overlook Marab. I know how good he is. I know how dangerous he is. I know how hard of a fight this is going to be. So right now it's like Marab's on my radar.
Things are shaking up in the UFC all over the place. Like lightweight is now a brand new division. Welterweight's a brand new division.
Yep.
Who do you have in Topuria versus Oliveira?
I wanted to see Topuria versus Islam.
I know. We all did.
Those are the two number one pound for pound guys in the world. In my opinion, Topuria, Islam, both tied at number one. Obviously, John Jones up there too, but that was the fight to make. But they both wanted to move up. So Ilya versus Charles. Heart says Charles. My brain says Ilya. But you can't count either of those guys out, especially Ilya coming off those two crazy knockouts over Max and Alexander. I'm stoked for that fight. That's International Fight Week. That's the next pay-per-view after ours, so I'm pumped for that. Islam versus Jack is a lot more exciting now that Jack just had that performance over Bilal. But it's under the Islam or Ilya fight for me, but I'm still gonna Ilya Charles gonna happen. Then we're gonna look forward to that, so it's gonna be just as big. But
How
Yeah,
do you
I'm
think?
stoked for
How do
it.
you think Islam does at welterweight? A lot of people are saying like he might be underestimating like the size and stuff, but he's a fucking
I heard he's
huge.
huge.
Yeah,
I heard he's not going to be any. I mean, who knows? I heard he's not going to be any smaller than Jack come fight
Yeah.
night. Like, which would make sense if he's a. But 55 to 70, that's a little bit different than 35 to 45, 45 to 55. I mean, it's an extra, 5 pounds, but when your skill level is that high as Islam's is, I don't think he'll be. I mean, it'll be interesting if he goes in there and tries to shoot on Jack. Jack stuffs him and gets in his face. But Islam's striking is so underrated
Mhm.
that it's like Islam could, put the hands on Jack too.
Do you think he makes a run at welterweight? Like who's after that? I guess you got Usman and Buckley there,
Yeah,
and
that's,
then
that's
Ian
true.
Gary's there.
That that kid that just fought Gilbert Burns, Michael Morales. That dude's a fucking nightmare too. The divisions are heating up. That Jean Silva too is making the 45 division a little bit more interesting.
And I guess Patty just won at now.
Patty's a legit
Patty versus
contender
Topuria
too.
would be.
Patty versus Topuria is
That's a super
if-
super fight.
yeah. If Patty goes out there, or if Islam or Ely goes out there and beats Charles, I think that's a. Does Patty need one more though? You got to give Patty one more.
Probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Armin-
If the UFC wants to make big fights, like you said.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Armin Sarukian's up there too. That dude's a nightmare for anybody. UFC's hot right now. I like.
Do you think it is hot?
I think it's hot. I mean, I think it
what
is.
just happened? Like
I'm just
completely
saying-
changed the UFC.
I saw like Nate Diaz was talking to someone yesterday, and he's like, "Dude, I don't even know these new guys. Like, our generation is basically done. The UFC isn't what it used to be."
Well, I think what just happened shook up the entire
When did that happen?
few weeks
What
ago.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I think he was saying this a couple days
officially
ago.
Dana announcing that Topuria's like they're fighting for the interim belt. Islam's up fighting for welterweight.
Max versus Dustin Poirier. That's kind of. I
That's
think
a big
that's
one.
Dustin's last fight.
Yeah.
Max still fucking kicking. Like we still got and I think UFC is hotter than it ever has been. They're never gonna run out of talent. Like there's so many up and coming people right now that it's never gonna run out. It's just gonna continue to grow.
What do you think as a fighter? What do you think? Because it's always like Conor McGregor, this Michael Chandler tweets he's coming back, then he never comes back. Like, what do you think about that? Is it a distraction at this point, or like, is it just like?
I would love to see Connor come back. Connor.
Do you think he's ever just toying with people, saying he's gonna come back just to fucking?
I think he wants to. I think he's probably. I don't know Connor personally. I think he's probably from battling demons. He probably wants to fight. He got a lot of shit going on. I don't know.
I don't see how he couldn't because he has to fight his next 2 fights in the UFC, and then after those, it's just like heyday city where he can just go around and fight Logan Paul and whoever else, Jake and whoever else he wants to, and just do fun fights like that and just get bags. But he has to fight out his contract, so I don't see. He probably has an expensive lifestyle too, right? So how can you pass up those? Like, what do you think he makes for fighting Logan Paul? Like, is that like close to a $100 million bag?
Dude, I would assume so. I feel like that would probably be the biggest fight ever. Jake versus Mike's gonna be hard to fight to top as far as numbers, but Logan versus Connor.
I'd rather see Connor versus Jake though, but yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Connor and Logan might be bigger.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd probably be pretty equal.
I like the trash talk between Jake and Connor though.
Oh, I thought it was more between Logan and Connor.
Bro, when I went to the inauguration, you saw that, and they were all on the bus at the same time. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't.
So I went. I go to the inauguration, and there's this guy Alex Brushwitz who brought us all.
What do you mean?
He invited me, Jake, Logan, and he was handling McGregor too. So we get there and we get to the hotel, and then he's like, "We're all going on a bus." And then
no shot.
Logan and Jake come up to me and they're like, "Yo, McGregor is gonna be on the same bus as us." And I was like, "No fucking way!" So we get on the bus and McGregor walks up to them in January. Was the
inauguration.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're all just sitting in the back of a coach bus. The Paul's mom was there
Was there
too.
security all around?
No.